Now, there has not been anybody in this whole politics in Africa. Only two people have walked on the streets to follow people to where they are going. Nkrumah and my mother. What are you talking about? All this nonsense that you have hanging around here. They sit down in cars, man.
One family gave Nigeria one of its greatest activists, one of its greatest musicians, one of its greatest doctors, and it all started in this house. I visited the Kuti's heritage home in Abeokuta, and what I found completely changed the way I see this family.
Here at the Kuti Heritage Museum to look around, to check how this house looks like and the history of the Kuti's family. Come along.
Like many people, I knew Fela Anikulapo Kuti. I knew he used music to challenge authority. But I never stopped to ask myself one question. Where did he get all that courage from? As soon as I stepped into the museum, I got my hands up. Before there was Fela, there was Funmilayo Ransome Kuti. Born in Abeokuta in 1900, she was one of the first girls to attend Abeokuta Grammar School. She later traveled to England for her education, but after experiencing racism there, she returned to Nigeria and dropped her English name, Frances Abigail. That decision alone spoke volume about the woman she was becoming. She dedicated her life to fighting for education, justice, and women's rights. But what fascinated me the most was her fearless determination. One of her biggest battles was against the Alake of Egba land. At the time, market women were being heavily taxed unfairly. Instead of remaining silent, Funmilayo mobilized thousands of women to protest. Their persistence eventually forced the Alake to leave his palace. These were ordinary women who decided they had enough, led by one extraordinary woman. As I continued the tour, I learned more about her husband, Israel Oludotun Ransome Kuti. He was an accomplished educator who served as a teacher, principal, and later became the first president of the Nigerian Union of Teachers in 1931. Walking through his living room and bedroom felt like stepping into another era. His contributions to education were so significant that Kuti Hall at the University of Ibadan was named in his honor. Every piece of furniture reminded me that this was once the home of people who helped shape Nigeria's history. Then we entered Mama Funmilayo's bedroom. Her bed frame was still there. Her mirror was still there. Her cupboards were still there. But what held my attention the longest was her personal library.
You know what makes me happy?
She had books and magazines that reminded me of how she became a powerful activist. She was an eager learner. It was impossible to ignore how much she valued knowledge. Not far from the room stood a piano that once belonged to her husband. We also saw their bathroom before moving into another section of the museum. This has to be my favorite part of the visit. An animated presentation brought the story of Funmilayo's struggle against the Alake to life. Watching it made the event feel real rather than a distant history.
Was it never sold? It was never sold. It's just online. What was going on here? Sorry. Okay, I think this is between the Alake and the white men, like taxation. Yeah, okay.
The next gallery introduced the remarkable children she raised. There was Dolu Ransome Kuti, the firstborn of the Kuti's family. There was Dr. Olikoye Ransome Kuti, one of Nigeria's most respected health experts. There was Fela Anikulapo Kuti, who transformed music into a weapon against oppression and injustice. And lastly, there was Beko Ransome Kuti, a fearless human rights activist who campaigned for better health care and justice. Looking at their biographies together, one thing became obvious to me. This family didn't accidentally produce change makers. They were raised in a home where courage, education, and service were part of everyday life. One photo in particular caught my attention, and it showed Fela and his mother together. In that moment, everything made sense, because people often describe Fela as fearless. But after this visit, I couldn't help but think that perhaps courage was simply part of the environment he grew up in. Before leaving, we saw the last car Funmilayo Ransome Kuti drove before her death. It was a quiet ending to a visit that left a loud impression on me. I walked into the Kuti Heritage Home expecting to learn about Fela, and I walked out with a deeper appreciation for the woman whose courage inspired generations and for the family whose impact continues to shape Nigeria. So let me ask you this question. After hearing this story, would you call the Kuti's family the most iconic family in Nigeria? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more iconic stories like this. Thanks for watching. Bye.